to you. So I have some great news finally, right? It's been a rough week. Well, I'm happy to say that I have my permanents in. Yay! They're white and beautiful, but we're still working on a good fit. The top one is great as far as the suction goes. They're doing great. The bottom ones, though, they feel like they're big. They're moving around sometimes, but my dentist is going to be on vacation for 2 weeks. Well, the office is closed next week, so I won't go back to see him until June, or the early part of June. So in 2 weeks, I'll see him. I believe it was on the 9th, to see if we need to put more material in the bottom. Okay, so some things went a little differently, a little change of plans, but I'm pretty happy so far, I believe. Okay, so I originally purchased the Ultimate Dentures, which, as I've been saying for a year now, is made with materials from Ivoclar Vivadent. The teeth are the Blue Line series, and the gum part is made with a process called IvoBase. So my very first set of permanents that I tried last Friday, that I showed you guys went horrible, that was made with the IvoBase processing for the gum part. And as you'll recall, the top denture did not fit at all. I didn't even look at myself with them in. Why? Because they didn't fit, and I knew they would look horrible. I couldn't even put them in my mouth right, so what's the sense of even looking at myself? The bottom denture with the IvoBase was very large, and it was very, painful. Well, uncomfortable, I should say. But I don't know if that's because, the denture was just so big and misshapen and just didn't fit me good. Maybe that's why. Or maybe just I wasn't used to having something new on my gums. I mean, I don't know. But when I met with Dr. Rumbolo on on Wednesday for my wax try-ins, the wax try-ins went great. And I mean, like before, actually they didn't fit as good as my first wax try-in, but I wasn't worried about that, because the purpose of the wax try-in is just to look at the teeth, the color, the positioning, all that. That's where you make those changes. So I wasn't worried about it. During my conversation with Dr. Rumbolo, I asked him, I said, hey, I really missed you on Friday. And he's like, yeah, what happened? And I said, man, I don't know. What happened? Tell me. Well, guys, he didn't try to, BS me. He wasn't like, oh, that's the shape of your mouth. He wasn't like that. What he said was that with that process, the IvoBase, he says that, they come out like good 50% of the time. It's like hit or miss, pretty much. So he said that for me in particular, I have a few anatomical challenges, if you will. Of course, nothing can go right for me, right? But he said that, and I know this is true. I know he's not just making, excuses now. I remember this from when I got my first set of immediates. On the top, I have a very pronounced bone here. Pronounced means it's pretty big. So I know with my first set of immediates, the way the top was shaped, it kind of stuck out a little bit, like it was like a triangle, okay? Like this maybe. So I had to have my first set of dentures, immediates, remade. And that's when they had to curve the top part of the denture here, they had to curve it like this to fit over that bone. And that is also why I never got any dentist relines, or why I wasn't able to even do the at-home reline on it, because I tried. Because I wasn't able to put it in my mouth with any kind of material in there. So that's why I was using the Secure. And now on my immediate dentures, I have the Denture Fit. Okay, so that's the issue I have for the top bone. On the bottom here, I have a very good bone still, but my gum, my ridge here, he called it a knife sharp ridge. So he said that that's challenging, to fit as well. What he said was for the Ivo base, and I know this too, it's all automated. There's not someone, there's human involvement in it, but when it comes to the molding and all that stuff, that's done, in a machine. Whereas the acrylic process, this is what the dentist is telling me, you can, fine tune it and all of that. So before my visit, I haven't told you guys because I didn't want to keep making videos and all that. I wanted to have like the final result. After the catastrophe last Friday, I was thinking, well, if that's how that Ivo base feels, if it feels really hard like that, maybe that's not going to be right for me. I really want it, but maybe it's not going to be comfortable. So I was thinking about asking if I can keep my Ivoclar teeth, which are beautiful, and change the gum part. Before I was able to say that, actually he suggested that. He said, hey, how about if we keep the teeth you love, these Ivoclar, the blue line, and put them in our premium denture gum part. And I said, oh, yeah. And he's like, that way we can, fine tune it, for you. Because he told me this when I first went in for my wax trials, what is it, 2 weeks ago now? He said that making dentures is more of an art. And I believe him. So I said, yeah, let's try that. Now, granted, I haven't signed anything, guys. And even though I'm having some troubles, I want to reiterate that the dentist, Dr. Rumble, he's awesome. And he's told me over and over again, I'm not going to be happy until you're happy. We're going to get this. Just, work with us. We're working with you. It can be frustrating, but we're going to get it. And I said, you know what? I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm over the whole vacation thing. I'm patient. I'm good. I don't care how long it takes. Let's do it. We're going to get it done. So I have made a commitment to myself and to the dentist's office to be patient. I won't get upset again. Like I said before, I'm just going to plan on issues. And I think that's going to help me emotionally get through this. It's going to take some dentist visits and all that, but what do they say, that silly saying, Rome wasn't built in a day? But just knowing that the dentist is committed to working with me and, getting this right, I can't ask for any more. So we ended up putting the Ivoclar teeth into Affordable Denture's premium denture. They have economy, I think there's one other one above economy, premium, and then ultimate. So I went from the ultimate, which is the most expensive one, down to the premium, which is one step lower. But I found out yesterday when I went to pick them up that from the other dentist that was there, that he said that doesn't normally happen, meaning that they don't allow patients to use the Ivoclar teeth in any other gum base than the Ivoclar. So the fact that Dr. Rombolo offered that to me before I even asked, that meant a lot to me, because he's letting me keep these beautiful teeth that I can't get unless I get the ultimate denture, and he is going to also refund me the difference between the ultimate denture and the premium denture. But he's not going to say, oh, minus the difference of the teeth. No. He just said, how about if we refund you the difference between the ultimate and the premium? And I said, oh, wow, okay, yeah. But at this point, I haven't gotten a refund yet. I'm not going to do that yet. I haven't signed any paperwork yet. We're just trying them out. And, if we need to change it, we will. But let me show you guys. I love the teeth. With my immediates, when I smile, I don't show gum unless I give like a silly, weird smile, but I don't do that. So when I normally smile, and I'm making this video on my iPad, so I noticed the quality isn't as good as my phone, weird enough, because this is a nice iPad. But anyways, but you can see that they're much wider. But when I smile, you can't see gum, and that's exactly what I wanted. So here, they're very nice. And then you can see that the gum, it looks realistic. And you could see a little bit of the white through the gum part, but I'm not worried about that. Normally my bottoms, but the bottom of the teeth don't show anyways, so I'm not worried about it. And it's not like I'm like, oh, I don't do that, so it's fine. But yeah, I love them. They look really pretty. Oh, and they also on the premium denture, I had him do like realistic. I forgot what he called it, but basically they take an instrument or some kind of tool, and it's not just shiny smooth. Like the Economy, it was just shiny smooth. This has like three-dimensional characteristics, so it makes it look real. So flash forward to, I got them yesterday, and I went back to work, and I didn't say anything really before I left. And the few people at my work that do know what's going on, when I got back, I didn't say anything. And so my friend's like, "Hey, when are you gonna get your new teeth?" And I just looked at her, and then I smiled, and I said, and she's like, "Oh, you got them? I didn't even notice." So I was like, oh, that's good, because I didn't want to make a big deal of it, you guys. Remember how I was going to take a week off of work so that I can adjust to them? I don't even need to do that. I mean, granted, the bottom one is moving around a little bit, but my speech, I mean, I'm still a little, but my speech isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I think once we fine-tune the bottom denture, I think my speech is going to be spot on. So I'm not like fumbling over my words or, I mean, it's a little adjustment, but, oh, and also, so excited, I made a video a while back where I said that in my bottom denture on the inner side, I don't know the medical terms, but on the inside, where your tongue sits, I had like what did Jerry call it? A shelf or a table or something? I had the denture like stuck out, and my tongue would hit that, and I really felt like that made me have difficulties with my speech. And these are not like that. They are loose, so they might move, but look, yeah, they totally move. See? So I think, right now I am having problems with the denture popping up, but I think that I do need some more material in the bottom part, and I think that will help it from moving around. But at this point, I'll just try it. And they did say that of course I could put a little adhesive in there, but I'm really gonna try not to use adhesive, and that's gonna be challenging for me, because for a year I have glued my immediates down. Like you guys know, I do the combination, so this is challenging, but I'm just gonna work on learning how to eat with them moving around a little bit. But I will say there's sometimes where it'll get into a certain position and they're in there, because when I go to pull them out, I actually do hear that suction noise. So I think it's just a matter of getting a little bit more material into the bottom denture, and it'll definitely seat better. So, all right, well, I will let you guys know how I'm doing as I'm adjusting. I'm going to be working on learning how to eat again. I am able to bite into things, but like Bill always says, it's a matter of just relearning different techniques for biting and chewing and all of that. So I have to just go back to kind of, taking smaller bites, slowing down as I'm eating, and just, it's going to be something that I just have to adjust to. But overall, I'm happy, and I will update you guys sometime next week as to how I'm doing. So thank you very much for all of your support. I was very upset with what happened, but I tell you, you guys, all your comments, it means a lot to me, so thank you so much. And for all the people in the Facebook group, I really appreciate all of you guys, leaving comments there because I posted a picture. So you guys really helped me get through this. You comment often saying that I've helped you, and I love that, but you guys have really helped me. So I'm not going to go away just because I got my permanent dentures, because now I'm in a whole new phase. And I just want to kind of let you know what I'm dealing with, going from, gluing down my dentures like really good to working on being adhesive free. And I might not be able to be adhesive free for, right now, because I do need to have some adjustments done, but I'm going to try. And unless I'm in a lot of pain or I'm really struggling, I'm gonna just try to stick to my guns and not pull out the adhesive. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I am going to enjoy my new smile. I'm silly. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care.